The Galloway family farm had been in a Galloway family even before the United States was a country. Generations of hunters had kept the place in pristine condition over the years, farming the land, raising chickens, and keeping the weeds at bay. But when it finally fell into Hemingway's hands, he was more of a hunter than a farmer. While he put his most inventive and creative thoughts into the hunt, he'd always half-assed the farm stuff. Some of the other cousins had been on him to mow his front lawn, which was growing out of control. The only part that wasn't overgrown was the driveway and the short distance between that, the house, and the barn. Hem's truck skidded to a halt outside the barn. He and Shelley and Lewis jumped out. "You guys sure you know what you're doing?" asked Lewis. "Maybe we should call the cops or an exorcist." "Oh, the Vatican hates us," said Shelley. "They've sent guys out here a bunch of times." "Yeah," said Hem, annoyed at the thought. "It all ends the same way. A bunch of priests go screaming Italian into the woods and angry letters from the Pope about how we staged everything. No thanks." "Is there anybody you haven't pissed off?" said Lewis, incredulous. Hemingway thought for a moment and then exhaled. "I'll have to get back to you." "Great. I get bit. I get shot. And the only guy that can help me lives with his mother," lamented Lewis. "Hey," snapped Hemingway, "technically I don't live with my mother." "Well, I thought we were waking her up." Hemingway handed Lewis a shovel. "We are. Come around back." The trio walked through the tall grass to the back of the farm. A few feet away from the driveway, between the barn and the house, Milton was digging in the Galloway family plot. "Took you long enough," muttered Milton. "I don't know why you bothered to cover her back up." "Shut up! This isn't my idea. I thought you were going to talk to Byron," Hemingway replied instantly. "Byron has hated you ever since you embarrassed him at the carnival." "It was part of a distraction. I was in the middle of a hunt." "And pantsing him in front of the crowd was part of that?" "Yes, the only one that didn't look at his dick was the devil spawn." "That's actually pretty clever," chuckled Lewis. "See, he gets it." "Can I ask you a question, though? What are we doing here?" asked Lewis. "Waking up Aunt Christie. Didn't you tell him?" said Milton. Milton's shovel hit something solid in the dirt. He and the others climbed out of the hole. "Aunt Christie! Aunt Christie!" called Shelley. "We're going to talk to a spirit or something, right?" stammered Lewis, hoping it was going to be something less crazy than the hunting lodge. "I only wish," said Hemingway, annoyed. "Ma, get up. I need your help. Come on, Ma. Ma! Ma!" Suddenly, the lid of the coffin opened up under the dirt, and the dried corpse of a woman with stringy gray hair and a rotting nose rose up like the silent movie with Nosferatu. "Jesus Christ!" cried Lewis, dropping his shovel and stumbling back horrified. Aunt Christie opened her eyes and cackled. She was still wearing the rotting black lace dress she loved to wear in life. On her feet were a distinctive pair of custom-made boots made from rattlesnake skin. The clasp had been silver, but someone had soldered big chunks of silver chains to them, then looped them around her ankles. These were anchored to what looked like a very heavy block of cement. "Hello, Hemmy. Oh, my little Hemmy. How I've missed you."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.